In the world that we live in, everyone is trying to be special. They all want to be the main character, especially nowadays. I mean, this is something that has always been happening. It's just now, since everyone has access to something like a phone, it's just extremely easy to record yourself and to show the world just how cool and special you are. But because of this search of trying to be number one and trying to prove to everyone why I am the coolest person in the room and you're actually really lame and just not as awesome as me, it caused a lot of weird things to happen. And one community that is affected a lot by this is, interestingly enough, a lot of things in the diet space. Something that a lot of people have talked about before is easily the carnivore side of TikTok, where it's basically people who want to show the world their diet, but they take it to the next level. So they'll have videos of themselves straight up eating raw meat, chewing down on it, and then they'll put a little bit of butter on it, saying that that's all you need, and they'll just scream at someone if they dare to season their chicken. They'll be like, how dare you do something like that? Well, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't be surprised that that's not the only community that's like that. There are a lot of other food-based communities who does the exact same thing. And today I'm here to talk about one of them, and that is the water community on TikTok. Now, I know what you're thinking. How's there a whole community on people drinking water? That probably has to be one of the most lamest thing that anyone could do, because that's something that we all have to do. I mean, even if you're a plant human, you're probably still going to need to drink water. You're actually going to need it more. Unless you're like a robot walking around, well then I guess you don't need water. But if you are that, you're probably perfectly hiding with all the rest of us real humans. So maybe you do still need to drink water. I was trying to make a joke, but it got completely lost in translation. So just pretend that I didn't say that. This is a community that somehow found a way to make drinking water disgusting, because their whole unique gimmick is they basically take water, and instead of just drinking it normally, they fill it to the brim with a bunch of artificial sweeteners and make it just absolutely disgusting. Now, I know you probably have no clue what I'm talking about, so let me show you the first water TikTok I ended up seeing, and it's this one right here. Now, as usual, just like most TikToks, is using copyright music, and I'm not trying to get blasted out of this realm of existence and just falling inside the sea of Scream because I played 1 second of a copyright song. I'm just not doing that. So you can get my amazing commentary while you see some of this TikTok. Now, I know there's some people out there who is literally cringing immediately because this person has decided to use tap water. Now, in some areas of the world, this is something that you just never do. You never drink from the tap water because it's just really disgusting and it just tastes extremely bad. You just don't do that. So I'm pretty sure there's some people who saw that part of the TikTok and went this person is insane. I can't listen to them. How is this even a reliable source? But hey, it somehow gets worse. Okay, this was the first part where I instantly got confused. The whole point of this is to be water, and you literally fill it to the brim with pineapple juice, unless that's what I think it is, and you're still calling this water. I mean, I guess it is still technically water, but that's just an extremely weird thing to put in it, but that's just the tip of the iceberg of this amazing combination. And then after that, we take the next step, which is everyone's favorite artificial sweeteners, put it in, but we're still not done yet. That's not good enough for me. I have to take out the coffee creamer, put it inside of my water, and then spin it around. Then after that, I made a Fortnite chug jug, because this is exactly what I want to drink. I mean, it's so yummy. I can't wait to put it inside of my body and just hydrate myself. Now, I know there's probably something that a lot of people are thinking about, and that is, this person just made juice. That's literally all they did. They took water and just turned it into juice. And that's something that a lot of people say when people bring up in this community. But first, let me show you just a little bit more. Okay, now this person right here that I'm going to talk about seems to be the lord of this whole water community. She's like the goddess of victory when it comes to them, because she has a lot of very popular water recipes, which is just something that I didn't even know I was going to say today. But let me show you one of her most popular ones, because this one is just, it's a wild one. I'm just going to go and say that.
Water of the day, and it is 11:55. So I'm cruising with the water goes today. Let's go to the old caddy. These are my favorites down here, so I'm just going to pick one. Not even going to look. Let's see. What are we going to get? Oh! Crushed pineapple.
The whole idea of this whole water of the day thing, where I need to take out my container of thousands of artificial sweeteners, and I gotta circle around and go like, which one I'm gonna pick first, is just extremely, man, that's just a weird thing to like talk about. And she also said this is her second one, so I'm very curious to see what was her first water of the day. But let's just continue on what amazing creation she's going to make.
All right, let's go to the water bar. What's it gonna be, y'all? Whoop! Dragon fruit acai? Nah. Coconut, let's do that. 2 pumps of the coconut syrup. Mama's trying to have a pina colada. Let's do 3.
You know, this is how I know you're a little bit too far gone, where you say something like that and you think it's just completely casual. You walk inside of your closet and you have like thousands of, I have absolutely no clue what any of these are, and you're like, it's time for me to go inside of my water bar and see which one I'm gonna pick. I also think it's weird that you do it randomly. Like, which one am I gonna go drink? You get something you don't like and then you just change to the next one immediately. And then I also have to bring up the amount of pumps that she puts into these water. She gets 3 pumps and there's these like huge ginormous globs of just whatever this thing is supposed to be, and she's not even done after this. I'm pretty sure most people will think, yeah, this is sweet enough, we don't need to add any more. But no, that was just the beginning, because after that she continues to add more stuff. So she's done with her amazing liquid, which I'm not gonna lie, it just kind of looks like piss, and then she drinks it and then it says it tastes amazing. Now this is something that everyone does in any type of food TikTok. They'll literally make something and it doesn't matter how disgusting it looks. It can literally be the grossest thing of all time, and they'll just sip it and go like, man, it was so yummy. I'm so happy I made something as delicious and nutritious as this. But one thing that I just don't understand, and something that you see a lot in all the comment sections, is just what's the point of doing something like this? I don't understand, because everyone who makes these TikTok, they're all concerned about like calories and like, is it too sweet? So my educational guess is that maybe this is something like health based. Maybe the people doing this are like trying to lose weight, and to substitute stuff they decide to do this. But I just don't understand it at all. That just seems so nasty and disgusting. Like, me seeing people do stuff like this never makes me want to add like any single kind of sweetener to like water or just anything like that, because that's just so gross, and they're going so far too. These people don't believe in adding like a little bit of pumps. They want to put the whole container of whatever that is inside of their water. Now let me show one more of these absolutely amazing videos. This is also someone who decides to use copyrighted music, so obviously I can't show you the clip, but I'm just here to show you just the final form of these water TikTokers, and it easily has to be this right here. Now this girl ended up saying that this is her water bar, and also the amount of pumps that she puts in. She doesn't put in a little bit. She goes like 5 to 6 times, constantly keep on adding that over and over again, and they still drink it, say it's gonna taste good. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of us at one point has been a kid. I don't know why I said that, like some of us just came out just as adults instantly, but I'm pretty sure something that most people have did once is like, you get access to something like whipped cream or like sugar or something, and then you just put it on like a cookie and you just keep on putting as much sugar in it as possible. Like, I remember one thing I did is when I was eating ice cream once and I got like the chocolate syrup and I just kept on forming it in over and over again. I think you all realize that you're gonna reach a point where what you're adding is actually gonna make the product taste worse than actually tasting good. Like, you're gonna add so much stuff to it, it's just gonna be all drowned out, gross and disgusting. I feel like that's the experience that a lot of people had, but not for these people. No, they just want more. So they just constantly keep on adding more sweeteners to these waters and then still call it water. It's not water anymore. I don't care what anyone said. You basically just made juice. And that's my question to most of these people. Why are they just not drinking juice? What's the whole purpose of this? Like, it makes no sense. But yeah, that's really it. This is just a community I saw on TikTok, and I don't get it, so I guess I'm just gonna go and talk about it. At the end of the day, you do whatever you want. I don't really care. If you want to go and drink that, you have fun. And if you still want to call it water, the world is your oyster. Who cares at the end of the day? Anyway, that's it. My name is Lula. I need to really stop using TikTok. You have a good day or night. See ya.